Hello folks, and welcome back to my channel. It's another Chatty Get Ready with me, and I want to chat with you about my recent experience at BMXnet in Berlin. BMX is an industry-based convention that happens in Berlin, Germany every year, and it is unique amongst all of the conventions in that work can be performed during it. So typically when we think about educational conferences in piercing and tattooing and body modification, they're theoretical only, so you can take classes and learn things and watch videos and watch, like, there's a little bit of hands-on, like they do the marking series at APP conference in Vegas every year where you can get hands-on with like practicing different marking techniques, but you can't actually like do piercings most of these places or do tattoos or do suspensions. BMXnet is unique amongst the educational conferences in that you can actually do these things, and a big part of BMX is suspension. It started off with suspension just being offered as like you get an opportunity to suspend at BMX, and it has now grown into, I would almost describe it as like a mini SUSCon or suspension convention within the larger overall BMX conference. I was incredibly fortunate my very first year at BMX to be invited to be a part of Mega Crew, which is a large crew of international facilitators that come together to form one cohesive team during the week of BMXnet. And I just returned from this year where I was on Mega Crew once again, and I just don't really have words for what an incredible experience it was. Getting to suspend and facilitate suspensions at BMX is kind of like nothing else. And there's pros and cons to it. Like, I want to be totally honest, like we are doing suspensions at like a very large active educational conference. There's hundreds of attendees. The suspension points are all outdoors. There's a primary truss in the main courtyard, and then there's a secondary truss in the back, which is also by where like lunch and food is served, like a little outdoor cafeteria. And it's hectic. There's a lot of people in and out. During times and classes in session, the courtyard tends to be a little bit quieter. You'll have maybe 10-15 people loitering around, but if your suspension falls when classes are out, or you're up during part of that break, there could be like 200-300 people in that courtyard watching you suspend. It is a very large event, and so I would say the biggest con is the hecticness of it all. There's a million people running around doing a million things, and everyone is quite respectful of the fact that like suspension is going on in the middle of all of this, but there's still a lot of people running around doing a lot of things. You're having your suspension experience and someone is 20 feet away talking about this really cool class that they just took, or like eating lunch or having a moment with friends. Because it's such a large conference and there's so many people working on so many suspensions all at once, it's definitely a little hectic. There's like a lot of talking, there can be a lot of volume, there can be a lot of overlapping sound. It can be overstimulating, and I'm the first to acknowledge this and acknowledge that that's like maybe not the setting that everyone wants to experience suspension in. It's certainly very different than like a very calm, mellow, private suspension where it's just you and the team or you and the facilitator and like everything is very chill. However, the trade-off for this hecticness is just the most incredible amount of community and support that you could ever imagine. I mean, first of all, it's super hectic because it's a large international event, but that also means that you have a large international pool of facilitators to pick from. You could sit there and cherry pick an absolute dream team of facilitators to work on your suspension. You could have, Alfred or Dino, who are incredible belays, who are here from Norway, and I'm actually not sure where Dino is from. That's my bad. But I know that Alfred is from Norway. You could have a super amazing like piercing team made up of, like Sasha, who's a professional piercer from America, or Aiko, who's a professional piercer from Antwerp, or Drogo, who's a professional piercer from Romania, or Liron, a professional piercer. There's so many people, so many hands that you can get. You could have some of the best riggers from the Italian team and the Mexican teams, and just all over the world. Like, you could truly cherry pick the most amazing group of people. And for a lot of us, this is like the one event a year where we get to work with each other and like collaborate and combine our minds. So I was watching some of the best minds in suspension from all over the world give input or feedback. What if you rigged it this way? What if you placed that hook this way? What if you used this hook instead? What if you tried this technique for piercing? And just watch what was going to be like a very simple 2-point back just completely elevate in terms of like, you know, decorative rigging for the sake of like having fun and trying a rigging technique you don't usually use. I watch people try new needles that they'd never used before and experience like how cool it can be to throw and pierce with different methods. Like, you can really get just an international dream team for your suspension at BMX that is like not physically possible at most other events in the world. And then on top of that, you have all of this amazing community here. So for a lot of suspendees, they've got friends and people with them who they've only known online, who they've never really gotten to spend much time with in person and get to share these experiences together. And now you can have your favorite friends from all over the world present for your suspension in person here at BMX. That's incredible. You can get to suspend with like some of your closest people who you only ever get to see once a year at this type of event. If it's your first time doing suspension, you get to experience it with some of the most experienced suspendees right there with you, guiding you through it, cheering you on. At BMX, there's a bevy of professional photographers, videographers, things like this. So if you want great documentation of your suspension, man, BMX, you're gonna end up with some incredible, incredible photos of what you've done and of what's going on, and it's just, you know, it's unreal. So, you know, there's a chaos to the event that I think is overwhelming for some folks, and absolutely for sure some people come to BMX and go, this is not the environment that I want to suspend in, and I think that's super valid. But some folks come to BMX and they go, wow, this is a once in a lifetime chance for me to have this like incredible suspension experience with this amazing team. What a great place to do it at. And we facilitated 47 suspensions over the course of 4 days this week. It was nothing short of amazing. I am like still emotionally coming down from what a week it was, and just all of the feelings, everything that I just went through and experienced, all of the people who allowed me to hold space for them. I like truly have such a special place in my heart for this event and for the magic it creates and what it allows us to do. And I say this as someone who doesn't even really get to participate in the educational elements of BMX all that much. This year I made it to a whopping 2 classes outside of the 2 that I taught, one of which was Sean Porter's historical class on the history of Scar Wars. Sean Porter is an incredible friend, and we work on Sacred Debris together, and I would not miss his classes for the world. And then due to some scheduling stuff, I did manage to make it to a very incredible roundtable hosted by my dear friend Charlene, Yossi, and the little wombat whose name I am spacing on which to use in this video right now, but I will make sure to try and credit in the caption below. But just really, really interesting suspension focused roundtable. But last year I didn't make it to any classes aside from the one that I taught. My certificate is completely blank because I usually treat BMX as a work event, and I am facilitating suspensions the entire time. And I'd like to clarify for the folks at home, I am not required to be facilitating suspensions the entire time and missing out on all of the amazing classes offered at BMX, of which there are many. I choose for BMX to be that way for me. I could totally step out and be like, hey, I really want to go to this class. I'll be in class from this time to this time. Sorry, I choose to work the entire event. And, you know, I'm a very acts of service person, if you cannot tell. And for me, choosing to work all of BMX rather than like attend classes or like hang out with people or whatever is an act of service to the community. And I feel like by choosing to do this, I allow other facilitators to be able to step back and attend classes that they're interested in or teach their own classes and not have to worry about like the team getting bogged down. It allows more people to get to suspend at BMX and have really amazing suspension experiences and allow us to put more up. And for me, it just feels like a labor that I can offer to my community and a way that I can help support this amazing international organization. So I'm very happy facilitating the entire time and not really making it outside of that. I look forward to, you know, a time in the future where I can make it to more classes, but I think I've got like probably close to another decade of regular work for Mega Crew left in me before it comes to that. And I look forward to putting in that work until the time comes when my body just cannot handle these long days. And whew, what long days they are. We woke up at 7 to get to the venue for 8. The venue does provide food for everything. So we got an early breakfast right at 8 because first hooks every day are at 9. So up super early to be able to eat and be fed and nourished and ready to go at 9. First hooks at 9, hopping in on the first suspensions, ready to go. And then suspensions continued all day long. First hooks at 9 a.m., last hooks at 8 p.m. With, depending on the suspensions that were up at the end of the day, you know, final post and like rigging breakdown and room restock, taking us right to about 9-10 p.m. So we're talking 12-hour days if you are facilitating the entire day, and that is not a small amount of work or a small labor. Now, the venue provides food for all meals, so of course we're taking breaks in there, we're eating. If we've done a big push and we've maybe hopped directly on 2 or 3 suspensions, we're taking the time afterwards to say, okay, I need a break. Like, I'm not going to be good for my next suspendee if I push myself right now and like just keep facilitating. And we're pretty good at checking in with like what we need and what's going on. But they're not small amounts of work. They're not short days. And I think perhaps some of the attendees at the event assume that like the facilitators are like there for part of it and taking classes for part of it, and some people do that, and I'm stoked that some people do. But Mega Crew only works because there's a handful of us that work the entire event, that don't really take classes, don't really take breaks, and just put in that labor. And I like truly wouldn't have it any other way. I get to be a part of some of the most beautiful suspensions. I mean, like, I was crying every single day. Like, at a certain point, I woke up in the morning and I was like, what is the point of doing any makeup or trying to make my face look nice? I am going to be sobbing by 9:30 with whatever suspendee, whatever suspension I'm helping on. Like, there is no sense in me doing anything to my face because I will ugly cry it all off. It was such an emotionally moving, beautiful experience just to be trusted by so many people, to be a part of their suspensions, to help facilitate for them, to get to see how so many other facilitators work, see how they coach, see how they rig, see how they pierce, see how they belay, and just get to be a part of just an unbelievable energy that surges across the space as you're working together, and people who are clearly so passionate and so motivated and so full of compassion and love and care was inspiring beyond words. I leave this event feeling changed in the best possible way every single time I go. And for me, for it being a suspension focused event, for me, that's really thanks to the amazing people who make up Mega Crew and to put in that work and labor, and, you know, welcome myself and my partner this year, Brian, with open arms, and invited us to work with them and invited us to learn with them. And somehow, despite doing 47 suspensions over 40 days, there's still so many facilitators that I feel like I didn't get enough of a chance to work with. But Daniel, aka Focus Body Art, ends up watching this video somehow. I'm so mad. It's been a second BMX and we haven't gone to facilitate together yet. I overhear him. He's an incredible facilitator from Europe, and I overhear him with his suspendees doing his like team meetings and chats, and I've thought multiple times, like, holy shit, I love his bedside manner and his communication style and like how he talks to his suspendees and his team, and I desperately want to facilitate with him and like witness firsthand how he coaches, how he works with people, how he organizes a team, and it was just not in the cards this year. But next year I will like fight someone in the parking lot to make sure that I am on one of Daniel's suspensions, or that I get Daniel for one of mine, vice versa, however it works out. But it's wild that in running around all of this, there can still be folks that you don't get the chance to. And then there's folks that I got to work with Alfred a bunch last year, and this year, what an incredibly talented rigger, what an incredibly talented belay. Like, we don't even need to have a single word between us to get a suspendee off the ground. He's just really, really great at reading the facilitator and the suspendee. And like every single time we work together, I am more and more impressed by his ability to like read and connect with people in those incredibly vulnerable moments. It's really something special to witness and behold and be a part of. But it's just, You know, I can't fathom a BMX where I take classes and feel like I learn as much as I do working on Mega Crew, because there's just something about being hands-on and getting to see how other people pierce and see how other people work and facilitate that is, you know, just unreal, immeasurable, just so wonderful. If you are a tattoo artist or a body piercer or work in the industry or do suspension and you are on the fence about going to BMX, go. If you can afford it, if you can make it happen, if you qualify for any kind of scholarships, I go. It is sincerely, I think, one of my favorite events every year that I look forward to the most, and I can't really speak about it even from a piercing perspective because I have never really gotten the chance to take many classes, but I only hear really awesome things about most of the classes offered, and from the suspension perspective, it's incredible. It's amazing. I can't say enough good things about what magic and what a special space they've put together there, and it's so wonderful. And if you're thinking about suspending and you can overcome the crowds and the hecticness, BMX is a really magical place to suspend. I didn't get to go up this year. I was far too busy facilitating, but maybe next year. Also, I'm still 2 months away from being able to like take torso hooks at the time of filming this, and I've really run out of space on my legs, my knees, my thighs. All of my legs are in retirement at this point for at least 6 months because I've just been doing nothing but leg suspensions for the past year thanks to top surgery. So probably for the best that I gave my body a break, and the work of facilitating that long was grueling enough. So didn't get to go up this year. Will probably fly next year to make up for it. And if the hecticness doesn't overwhelm or overstimulate you and you like the idea of having all of this support, of having all of these people present, of being able to pick this incredible team of international facilitators, I really think BMX is a magical place to suspend at, and you get to have sort of like once in a lifetime suspension experiences here because you have so many incredible skilled people working and doing this. So I truly think if you are at all comfortable in that type of environment, you should try to suspend there because it really is like a once in a lifetime opportunity, and it's really something special. My heartfelt thanks to Andrea, Matt, Stefan, and Jens who put this event together and without whom it would not happen, and to all of the BMX volunteers who work so tirelessly to put this event on, who are there early, who stay late, who are cleaning up, who are helping with classes, who are directing people. It would not happen without them, and it would not be the same without them. Another heartfelt thanks to everyone who cooks all of the meals every year. It is all home cooked food there, y'all, and it is like amazing. It is delicious. I look forward to eating an unhealthy amount of hot dogs every single year at BMX, and every single year does not disappoint. And of course to the Mega Crew, to Alan and Yuna and Daniel, who put all of their heart and soul and effort into organizing it and putting it together and making sure we have enough supplies and things we need, and just the herding cats of keeping up with an event like that. Y'all are 1 in a million. And to everyone who donated their time and energy and effort and expertise on Mega Crew to making it happen. It was an amazing year. I had an incredible time. Go to BMXnet, y'all. It's such a special one. I'm only a few days home from it and just about to get back to life at my studio, and I am already eager for next year. All right, thanks so much for hanging out. I can't wait to sit down and chat with y'all again next week. Bye.